Welcome to the story of the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, like you've never heard it before.
This story isn't told to you by the one Dragonborn that masters all, but told to you through the eyes of many different characters.
From soldiers in the Civil War seeking peace and order,
to seeking freedom and to remove the weakness from her lands.
From those cursed by the night, seeking to be the vigil in the darkness.
To warriors seeking honor, glory, and companionship.
To a shapeshifter and worshipper of the Daedra who seeks to live a life as a warrior.
To a mage seeking power and the arcane knowledge of Aetherius.
To assassins seeking fear and bringing the cold touch of Sithis.
To thieves seeking wealth beyond measure.
We all hope you enjoy
this story
of the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim.
Episode 3, The Mage and the Warrior.
Into the wrath of the storm.
Off to Riften to rescue our own, while having to leave Ragni behind. I don't like it, but I'm not the sort of person to let my people die if I have a chance to help. I know Sigund and Ragni will look after her. And besides, I wouldn't want to be around if she woke up and found out we did nothing. She might be soft, but there's fire in her breath that I don't ever want to cross. Plus, I wouldn't want to disappoint her anyway. She reminds me a lot of my mother. She's kind, thoughtful, and she cares about everyone. She has this ability to love, something I never thought I'd ever see again until I joined up. And leaving her like that, in that temple, all I could see was my mother. By the 2 moons I'm angry, but I can't do anything with that anger staying in solitude. It's better served turning corpses into 2 while helping our people. My fury belongs on our enemies, not around my friends. I'll give it to Ayla. She's done a good job organizing Ragni's forces in the background, even more so after what happened to her kid. She's rebranded the Companions into something greater. No idea why I was made Harbinger. Should have been her. But I am of the same mind. Anybody that fights with us is one of us. Every last one of them is a shield sibling. And they're my people trapped in the rift. Mine and Minerva's. Maybe after all of this, if we survive, we could turn the Companions and the college into something different. Something new. I've read the stories of the Companions of old. They had mages before it was snuffed out in recent times. Being a warrior doesn't make you a companion. Being of the same mind does. Whether you fight with magic or steel, it's a way of life, not a skill. Skyrim could be better for it after all. Now, let's see what these 2 want. We left Borga back in Morthal with broken ribs. Borga, what are you doing here? Shouldn't you be back in Morthal, healing?
I'm fine. I heard what had happened to Ragni, and what's happened in the rift. I'm from there, so I'm coming with you, to make sure my people are okay.
Borka, you should sit this one out. You have broken ribs, and you wouldn't let me heal you. This is going to hurt, and you'll slow us down.
I'll be fine, Minerva. If it makes you happy, if I have any pain, I'll let you heal me. I'm coming with you. This isn't a matter of discussion.
Fine, but Minerva's in charge of your health, so you listen to her. I don't care about your orcish stubbornness when it comes to magical healing. You do what you're told. And what about you, Reachman? What are you doing here? We're going far away from the Reach on this one.
I joined up to slay dragons and kill their Nord dead. Besides, I like the idea of seeing more of the Nords' lands outside the Reach. I was nearby at my camp. Thought I'd come along when I heard.
Whatever. Could use the help. Now let's get moving. This damn rain follows me everywhere.
What's the holdup here? We have to get as much sunlight as we can. Let's get a move on.
Yes, sir. Settle down, General. We're moving. Be a good little soldier and get back in line. Okay, let's get moving. Don't lag behind and be ready for anything. All right, let's move out. When I woke to find the rain had pissed off, I thought this was going to be a good day, but of course not. This is Skyrim. If it's not war, vampires, or dragons trying to make your life harder, it's the damn weather. I couldn't even call it a good day. having to leave Ragni behind and travel to the other side of Skyrim to rescue our people, all because the Empire is useless. Like I've said, I'm better off out here killing things than waiting around for the Dragonborn to wake. But I feel as if I shouldn't be leaving, that when I return, she won't be here when we get back. I just have this sinking feeling in my gut. But we've got no choice. Who's gonna stay if we leave our own people for dead? The only thing I can do is put one foot forward. I'm no use to her, or anyone, staying in solitude. And being out on the roads gives us a chance to see the rest of Skyrim. The general said the Draugr are all over Skyrim, so we're about to find out just how bad it is. Just when you think things couldn't get any worse, Skyrim lifts the blanket and surprises you. War, vampires, dragons, and now the undead of Skyrim's past. What's next? Another Oblivion invasion? Wouldn't be surprised in the slightest anymore. But would I care much? Not really. This is what I was put here to do. I don't care about fate or worship, but I know I'm here for a reason. There's no doubting that. Whatever the fates throw at me, I'll point my blade right back at it. I'll do what I can. I don't know if I'm destined to die, or if there's even a choice in it, or how I'll go. Those of us who live by the sword normally die to it. But being around Minerva, I kinda see my life going in a different direction. One where I'm old, and I still have this hot young elf by my side. Who knows? Maybe I'm just getting soft with age. I'm surprised I even made it to 36. Didn't think I'd make it to 20. Could really be using Freya for this one. Kind of regret not being a wolf anymore. Sure, being able to sleep again is amazing, but I could really use that raw power again with all of this. We're off to Whiterun. I could go and see Ayla. Minerva would chew me up, no doubt for it, but I don't know. Maybe I need to become a werewolf again. I can lose some sleep, or I can take a rusty old Draugr blade and sleep forever. It's a long journey. I've got time to think about it. Ayla hasn't been pleased with me since I gave up being a werewolf. It's something her mother and her grandmother became after having children. A tradition her family has held tight. When I gave it up, it was a betrayal to her. We used to be close, like, really close. Almost every night we were together, but after I turned away from her gift, she wasn't too pleased with me. She still respected me as Harbinger, but something had changed. For one, I never even wanted to be Harbinger. Ayla was more suited for it. I still think she is. But then again, the circle would still be blood rights only, forcing people to become shapeshifters. If there's one thing I know I did right, it was that. Removing the need to join the blood to be part of the circle. It should be about skill and honor, not what runs through your veins. I do like what she's done, opening the Companions to everyone who fights with us. If we make it through all of this, we're going to need another haul, one more befitting our numbers. Okay, dead bodies ahead, and by the looks of it, nobody trying to ambush us. Good, but there's a part of me that's disappointed. Doesn't look like Draugr. Looks like bandits, and Thalmor. Ambush gone wrong by the looks of it. 2 birds, 1 stone, I say. Looks like they all killed each other. Well, there are 2 survivors over there. Looks like orcs. Who just stands in the middle of the road around dead bodies while it's raining. Scavengers, probably. Stupid ones, if they're hanging around Thalmor corpses. So, to keep things short, I reminded the remaining orcs that hanging around the dead bodies of Thalmor would get them killed. They simply told us that the bandits attacked them while the Thalmor were passing through, and in the midst of combat, the Thalmor started to attack them. Not surprising. Thalmor will attack you for anything, regardless of whether you're a Nord. While having a chat with these green ladies, they spotted Borga's hammer and no longer cared about what I had to say. They called her Malakath's chosen and offered to follow her. I won't say no to the extra support. Orcs are fearsome fighters. By the time we get to the rift, we might have an army of orcs wishing to serve their god's chosen champion. So maybe Borga coming along isn't such a bad idea. Orcs do love their Malakath worship after all. It said they were made by him or something, that they were once high elves. Hold on, a corpse. Good, I was starting to get bored. If there's one, there's more. And whoever those brains belong to looks like he met the many. Well, there's the many. On me! Corpse is dead ahead. Put them back in the dirt. Son of a... I'm going to kill you. Again. Save some for the rest of us, damn it. Not this time, ugly. Should have stayed in your tombs, because there's not going to be enough of you skin bags to bury. Watch out! More coming from below! Damn corpses. Wasn't nearly enough of you for a challenge. Ah. Well, that was our first encounter with the Draugr. Swear I've seen them here before, when we were hunting for that god bow. Well, they were guarding the border into Whiterun. A few of us took some nasty hits, so we'll get them all healed up and move out as soon as we can. Well, only 2 hours into this, and we've already come across our first Draugr. Didn't we run into these when we were hunting for that bow with Ragni? I can't stop thinking about how leaving her back in solitude feels. Wrong. Each step I take away from her, the worse it feels.
I know. It feels like leaving her was a bad idea. I didn't want to leave you. I didn't want you out here on your own. I know back in solitude she's safe. Safe with the ones we left there to protect her.
You came because you didn't want to leave me? Wow, that's the sweetest thing you've ever said to me, with clothes on. That means a lot. Thank you. Having you out here makes it all feel a little better.
Please, if I had to pull either you or Ragni out of a fire, I'd always choose her. I'd throw more wood on the flames for you.
I wouldn't have it any other way. I'd cook for the both of you. Now, if everyone's been healed, let's get a move on.
Yes, everyone's been healed. Well, almost everyone. Apart from you, I saw those hits. You're the last one. Once I heal you, then we can move out.
Oh, don't worry about that. It wasn't anything serious. Just a little scratch, that's all. We can deal with it when we get to Whiterun. I'll be fine.
Men. Whiterun is half a day away at best, and those scratches from those old blades will be infected by then. By that point, healing magic will be far more difficult. You told Borka I was in charge when it came to her health, and the same applies to you and everyone else here. Now follow me so I can mend those wounds. Now.
Using my own words against me, and even telling me what to do. Somehow you get even hotter. There's not an unattractive bone in your body, Minerva.
You're absolutely right about that. I am, in fact, perfect. Now follow me before the idea of hitting you with the Wabbajack takes control of my curiosity. That man still thinks he can tell me no. It's kind of cute, right up until he's putting himself in harm's way. Some level of brain power needs to accompany that raw strength. All the same, I'm here to protect him. I've almost lost Ragni. I can't bear to lose another I love.
Minerva has those keen eyes. Or maybe she's always watching me. My own guardian Atronach. They remind me of the Shadow. I'll never forget the sound of her arrows, buzzing past my face. They always had this distinct sound about them. Normal arrows whistle flying past you, but hers, they buzzed like a bee flying past. She was pretty damn good with her bow, but even more vicious with her blades. Always put a smile on my face seeing her up close with us, with the dragons just tearing into them. I liked her, and I will miss her. She was good in a fight, and she was somebody I could trust, even though I didn't know her name, or who she was. And if what Minerva said was to be true, if she was that wench, she was beautiful. Always thought she looked like a frostbite spider under that armor. I just wish I knew who she was, so we could honor her. She deserved that, for people to at least know who she was. Hold on a second. More bodies on the road. Everyone, on me. Could be more of the Draugr. Keep your eyes open. Stormcloaks. A patrol from Rorikstead. If they're attacking hold capitals, then they'll be after the smaller settlements. After our farms. We need to get to Rorikstead. Now! Ah, damn it. That sounded like a dragon. The last time we were in Rorikstead, there was a dragon attacking. We had Ragni then. We've got no choice anyway. If it's at Rorikstead, we have to deal with it. By the gods, it is. No turning back now. We die fighting. Son of a... More Draugr! Everyone on me! Focus on getting through that gate. Then we focus on that dragon.
I am getting tired of you, Draugr. Go back into your tombs and stay there. Dragon, I've been training for this. Now might be the time. But what if it doesn't work? It never has. What if I can't? Damn it. I'm not Ragni. I'm no Dragonborn. It's landing, now! Everyone, attack the dragon. Give it everything you have. This might be our only chance. Kill the beast. Don't let it get back into the sky. Go for its wings. Damn it! Now I have to try to shout! Door! Damn it! I knew that wouldn't work. No matter how hard I try, I can never do it like Ragni and those greybeards. Well, let's deal with these damn Draugr. Take them all out! Turn them into ashes or into many pieces! Where's that dragon gone? Must have taken off. Thank the divines. I'm starting to really appreciate their cowardly behavior now. They must have thought we were the Dragonborn. Who's that mage? That's some powerful magic. In that ice armor. That's him. Okay, we need to kill the rest of these Draugr. The dragon seems to be gone. Clean up all of its dead soldiers. They're trying to burn this place to the ground. Even blocked the entrance. Thankfully, we had arrived just in time. It seems General Tullius wasn't joking. These Draugr really are out here attacking settlements and holds. This is crazy. Never in my time here in Skyrim could I even imagine the Draugr capable of such destruction. This Joan who lives here, he was here when it all started. They came from the north and south. Thankfully, Senturos' troops that aid us, some of them were stationed nearby with Sigund's troops. They were helping guard the settlement. But the settlement's leader, well, the very man this farming community was named after, he was killed in the fighting. It's unbelievable what's happening. Once upon a time, you could just bait them to walk over a trap. Now they're organizing raids and forming armies. These are now scary times we live in. Please, I need your help. I'm begging you. My boy is hurt. Gods, please, someone help him, please! Where is he? Take me to him. I can help. I can heal him with my magic. Hurry, lead me to him. Wait, I was expecting an Altmer. Hold on. I know this man. Oh, I stole his favorite goat one night. I got way too drunk with a Daedric prince and sold it to a giant. This was that lightning mage, and he's a Nord. A rare sight indeed, seeing a Nord so comfortable with magic. And he's a big one too, taller than me even. Okay, now I need to see if I can help. My magic has been a little off these days, or it's those Draugr weapons. Something about this is off. I can always heal the wounds, seal them shut, but something festers within the blood. Those blades are ancient after all. I used to feel a little off once, coming out of the Nordic tombs. I will need potions. Potions I don't have. I can heal his wounds on the outside, but not within. I might need to go to Whiterun, get some potions from the alchemy shop there, and get some support for Rorikstead, seeing how most of its guards have been killed. That should do for now. But like I said, I need potions. I've healed his wounds, but he needs time to rest, and potions. Because I've dealt with injuries from these Draugr weapons before, they make those hit by them ill. Well, those greatly injured at least. Will he be okay? Is he safe? Please, please, I can't lose him. He's all I have left. Do whatever you need to. Please, I'll pay you anything. Yes, he's safe. Well, I think so. I need to gather some potions, just in case his wounds were infected like the others. I need to go to Whiterun to gather these. For now, get him out of the rain and back inside somewhere warm.
I can help with that. Let me know where you want to put him, and I'll carry him over. I'm here to help if I can.
Yes, of course you could be of help. I saw your spells out there. Quite impressive for a Nord. A pleasant surprise, to be sure. I'm Minerva, Archmage of the College of Winterhold.
Oh, yes. I'm Torbjorn Stormblood. Well, that's what Skammer keeps calling me at least. He's a friend of mine. He's around here somewhere. Be careful, though. You might trip over him.
Well, Torbjorn Stormblood, it is a pleasure to meet you. Now get Ennis back into his home, please, and stick around. I'd like to have a talk when things become a little calmer. I must go and talk with my companions. We'll be inside the inn. Meet us there in 20. Okay, we need to discuss our next plans. As all of us can tell from first-hand account, Rorikstead isn't in good shape, and most of its guard has been wiped out from the dragon and its forces. That dragon will probably be back to finish this place off. So we need to sort out something.
Well, I know we only have a handful of men, but I thought we were going to help our own in the rift. We can't stay here and do that. By the time we get into the rift, everyone will be dead by then.
No, we're not staying here. Not for too long. Minerva and I will go into Whiterun. I'll inform Vignar what's happened here, and make sure he sends troops to fortify Rorikstead. Minerva needs to gather some things. We just need to sort those of you who will be staying here, and those coming with us.
I'll be going to Skystone and gathering my forces. I'll wait there until you're ready to move out. But I am not, or will not, set foot inside a Stormcloak city.
I'll go with Tullius and gather a small amount of our own. Sigund has given me orders to gather some men to aid you.
There is no way you're coming with me under the orders of that bitch. You're a traitor, and I will not have you at my back, rebel. I would sooner serve the dragons.
Oh, silence yourself, little mortal. You have no grasp of what it is to kneel before an immortal. Dragons, like the Daedra, do not concern themselves with your alliances or petty enemies. If you cannot see beyond your mortal hatred and your foolish war, then you do not belong here.
Nox is right. I don't give a damn about your conflicts with the Stormcloaks, Tullius. If it's too much of a problem for you, take your men and head back west. Nox and Vitellia have bled with us. If you wish to remain, keep your useless opinions to yourself. Gather your men and meet us here in Rorikstead.
I'll stay here and take command while you're gone. How long are you going to be? It's been some time since I saw Whiterun, but I felt more at home out here on the roads anyway.
Probably nightfall or sundown. There are some things I need to gather, and we need to talk to Whiterun's Jarl about support for here. But we should be back by night.
Good. You I can trust to look after the place while we're gone. Make sure we bury the dead and keep an eye out for any more Draugr. We'll be back in a few hours.
I will be coming with. It would be nice to see Whiterun again. It was where my life really started, those centuries ago.
Now we had to organize a little plan, seeing how we didn't really count on this sort of thing happening. Again. But we can't just leave Rorikstead defenseless, nor can we spend time guarding it like we did with Morthal. Tonraq and myself and a few others will be heading to Whiterun. Even Nox. That one confuses me. She's a Daedra, but rarely acts like one. Out of her own free will, she came and joined up to help kill dragons. Rather odd for a Daedra. Well, at least the storm has put out the fires. It was sad to learn that 2 perished. At least one of the children lived.
Minerva, over here. We heard talking inside, and we didn't wish to intrude. So we thought we'd just wait out here to see you off.
Oh, the Lightning Mage. Torbjorn's Stormblood. See me off? I take it you're moving on. I can't blame you. Be a wise decision to move in the opposite direction as us. But all the same, thank you for the help. I wish you safe journeys. I myself must get a move on. It was a pleasure, Torbjorn.
Ahem. Stormblood. Introduce me. Come on. You didn't tell me this elf was this beautiful. Sorry, my lady. My friend here was just as captivated by your beauty as I am. Can I just say, after the day we've just had, looking into your eyes seems to have taken away all the terrible things that happened today, and throughout my entire life.
Oh, yes. This is Scammer. Scammer, Troll Slayer. The friend I told you about. Don't mind him. He's got a thing for your kind, my lady.
My kind? Well, I've never really been called an elf like that before. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Scammer Troll Slayer. Thanks for helping out today. Thank you both.
Oh, don't mind him, my lady. He doesn't have many elves from where he's from. Plus, he's got a thing for green skin or goats. He just loves those horns or tusks.
By the Widow. Goats are amazing creatures. They can climb about anywhere, and they can carry as much as a horse can. You're about to become Scammer One's flu if you keep talking like that.
Sorry to interrupt, but may I ask where you two are off to? It would be foolish of me not to try and recruit you into our little fold. Because truth be told, we need good fighters, and you both have proven you're just that. Is there any chance you are willing to join us? We're heading east into the Rift.
I'm afraid not. Sorry, Minerva. My mercenary days are over for now. We were on our way to Solitude, to join up with the daughter of Kyne, the Dragonborn. Shore's widow sent me here, to Skyrim, to fight by her side. That is why we're here, just passing through when the dead attacked.
You were going to join Ragni. That's great news, because we stand with her. We follow the Dragonborn. She's our leader, our cause. We're with her, through and through.
Wait. You're with the Dragonborn. Where is she? We heard she had gathered her own army and united 2 warring sides. If you're with her, where is she? I was told to expect shouting. It's that of the dragon language.
She's back in Solitude. She was attacked by an assassin a couple of nights back. We're out here trying to help our own that have been trapped by the Draugr, while Ragni recovers in Solitude.
That might explain those weird dreams you've been having. Well, the nightmare parts.
Please tell me she is okay. Please, tell me the child of Kine is okay.
She's alive and well protected. That's why there are only a handful of us here. Look, if you wish to serve Ragni, stick around. The others staying behind can tell you more, but I must get a move on. I hope to see you when I get back from Whiterun. Thank you both for helping save Rorikstead. Now, I need to go and see an old friend. Make sure he's doing better before I leave. What a way to start this journey. Not even at Whiterun yet, and we're experiencing this all over again. This is starting to feel like an end of days sort of thing. The devouring of the world. Looks like a Stormcloak patrol. Good. Hopefully the Stormcloaks are a lot more perceptive to what's going on, and won't be as useless as the Empire has been. Hopefully they'll be able to tell the Jarl before we do. That poor child, to lose her family like this. So young and so alone. But such is war, for war never changes. It will always take the young and innocent, no matter if it's a war against governments, vampires, or dragons. Okay, time to go and see how Ennis is doing.
Shame about one of those orcs that joined us. Died within the first day. I'd say this life isn't for everyone. But fighting dragons and armies of the undead isn't meant to be a life for anybody. Rorikstead lost its founder, and from what we know, a child and a father in that house fire. Could have been far worse, I guess. Now that the dead are buried, I have to go to the front gate and wait for Minerva. It's been a while since I've been back home. Weeks? A month? I don't even know anymore. So much has changed since we were in Solitude. So much. Rather strange to find a lone hawk flying in the storm. Rather odd. But dragons have returned, so I don't think it can get any weirder than it already is. I shouldn't say that. This will no doubt get more strange. Even more so being around Minerva. Alright. I'm ready. That Issa. Good fighter. Glad I took her in. We need all the help we can get, and finding competent warriors in times like this is rare. So many talk a big game, and then when it comes to dragons, they hide like children. It's hard to see, but that looks like Marillia and Laura. Been here longer than most of us, but generally keeps to herself. Ex-Altmer. The good sort, which is hard to say.
I'd really appreciate it if you came with me, Alora. You're the only one I trust here. You've saved me twice. Even out here, you've stuck close to my side.
Marillia, I can't. I need to stay here and protect Rorikstead. If you didn't trust these people, you should have never come. I know Tonraq and Minerva. They're good people. You have nothing to fear with them.
But I do. They're friends with Sigund, the one that did this to me. They could be in on a plan with that traitor to ambush me on the roads. I just know something is happening.
Listen to yourself. What, are we scared of a little retribution? Of the same thing you tried to pull on Sigund, where you sent your soldiers to kill her on the roads. Yes, I know about that, Marillia. So does Minerva. You're lucky you're a relative to the general, or you'd be an ash pile right now. First of all, Sigund wasn't the one that did that to you. That was her sister. Second, we wouldn't ambush you. I won't rob Sigund of the satisfaction of killing you herself. We took you because we had no other choice. Another sword to help us get to where we're going. You're decent in a fight, even with one eye. But if you're going to keep this up, turn back right now and head back to Solitude. I don't want someone at my back I can't trust. Either get in line and do what you're told, or piss off. Those are your options.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's get moving towards... Hold on a second. What are you two talking about? Why hasn't Marillia left to gather her troops yet? Are we waiting here for someone?
Nope. We were waiting here for you. Looks like we're all ready. The general will be coming with us until she's at the fort. She fears the Stormcloaks might ambush her on the roads, so she will be coming with us.
Huh, that's ironic. I would wonder why.
Why in Skyrim do you have a goat, Minerva? This is starting to sound like one of those stories you told me.
This is Hilda. She will be needed to carry some things for us. And no, I did not steal this one. She was given freely, and I didn't have to sleep with a Daedric prince to obtain her.
Not even under Thalmor torture could you make me admit that. Okay, let's get moving. Who knows what's in front of us? If we get hungry, I'm sure Hilda will come in handy. Now, General, we've got no need or want to kill you, so with that, stop being a problem. Senturos told us you were a great warrior. That's what we want, not whatever this is. What a weird little company this is going to be. A warrior, a mage, a reachman, a Daedra, and an Imperial soldier. Like I said, things will get weirder. On the way back to Whiterun, I'm kind of excited to see home again. Feels like an age since I've been back. I've thought more about this werewolf thing, and while I'm on the roads, I might get the chance to talk to Minerva about it. Look, don't get me wrong, being one was amazing. The power, the ferocity of it all. It certainly had its pros, but also its cons. I cured myself of lycanthropy because it didn't feel right being a companion and a werewolf. Forcing warriors to become werewolves to join the circle was wrong. It shouldn't be about a blood pact, but about who they are, their skill, their honor, and their character. There are many good fighters out there, but most of them are bloodthirsty, hungry for the gold. I myself was there, still kind of am. Don't get me wrong, I'm never more alive than when something's trying to kill me. But finding warriors that can balance out that bloody thirst with honor is rare. Forcing the good ones to become a bloodthirsty werewolf was the wrong approach. At least that's what I felt. But right now, I feel like I might have to become one again. What chance will these Draugr stand against my claws? Plus, my senses will be increased. I'll hear and smell things better. I'll even see better at night at least. For the current times we're living in, I think I have to become a wolf again. Hopefully Ayla or Vilkas are back in Jorrvaskr. Might see if we have any new recruits while we're in Whiterun too. Could always use bodies. Minerva recruited 2 in Rorikstead, or so she's told me. Can't go letting a mage recruit more companions than me. Might as well make her the Harbinger. Seems like this place wasn't attacked. That's good news. Hopefully Whiterun is still standing. Maybe now with Vignar in charge, Whiterun might actually have some sense about it. Balgruuf was an idiot. Kept himself out of the war for too long, and it came knocking. A side was forced upon him, and because of that, the Stormcloaks started throwing large rocks into Whiterun. Sure, I fought alongside the Imperials during that battle, but that wouldn't have happened if Balgruuf had picked a side before both came knocking. We had only just put Kodlak to rest. I was only new to the role of Harbinger when all that happened. I was relieved when Sigund took Whiterun. I didn't know her back then, but she aimed to liberate Whiterun, not destroy it. Sure, when the Stormcloaks took Whiterun, many of the survivors of the first battle wanted my head for siding with the Imperials. But Vignar made them see that I wasn't siding with the Imperials, that I was defending my home against an enemy seeking to destroy it. Truth be told, I'm all for the Stormcloaks taking control of Skyrim. This is their land. Sure, they might be a little Nord-focused, but if you live as a Nord, they will see you as one of their own. The Empire is foolish and weak. Look at what happened in their own capital. A lone vampire walks in and attacks the Dragonborn, almost killing her and wiping out their entire guard on its own. If that wedding took place in a Stormcloak city, that wouldn't have happened. The Stormcloaks aren't that careless. Before the war kicked off, most of our jobs were focused in Imperial territory. We didn't offer travel east for work, because the Stormcloaks seemed to have dealt with a lot of their banditry problem on their own. Instead of catch and release, the Stormcloaks beheaded or threw their prisoners into the Blood Pit in Windhelm. Scum in those parts either stopped or fled west, and then the Western Jarls hired us to clean out the scum. Sometimes we'd come across Cecilia's work. Didn't know it at the time, but there were times we gathered to attack bandit strongholds, to rush the place and find them all dead. The bandits' leader missing its head, and a few of them pale, like they were sucked dry. I was born here in Skyrim, in Whiterun. Even I grew up hearing the stories of the Dark Knight. Just some scary stories parents would tell us kids. that if we misbehaved, the Dark Knight would come for us. When I came back to Skyrim, those stories became a little more real. The guards would talk about seeing her come into cities at night to deliver heads. And when we saw what she could do, well, that was a frightening realization that they weren't just stories to frighten children. I'm glad she's on our side, though being around her, well, it feels tense, but safe. We grew up fearing a story, but now she's just as human as the rest of us, with a little extra baggage. I feel sorry for Senturos. I thank the gods every day for Minerva finding me when she did, before I turned. I would have done some horrible things, but the worst of it being, Cecilia would have killed me, or I'd be one of hers right now. Speaking of Senturos, Whiterun was where I met him. He was just some Imperial officer back then. I was impressed. He rallied his men and the Whiterun Guard behind him, united his forces, and led them from the front. He was declared the hero of that battle. My involvement wasn't much liked by the Companions or those that supported Ulfric, but like I've said, I don't appreciate somebody launching big rocks into my home. What I did on my own. I didn't make anybody else fight with me. Whiterun looks different. Look at this. How long have we been gone for? They've done some work on the place. This is what I'm talking about. They've certainly improved Whiterun's defenses. They don't just sit around and wait for something to go wrong like the Imperials. When they took over Whiterun, they simply modified the crumbling walls, the Stormcloaks. They've fixed them, made them far better. In saying that, if we survive all of this, and the war starts back up, good luck to the Imperials taking back Whiterun, and if they start slinging rocks into Whiterun, I'll be killing their men too. I'll work with whatever side owns Whiterun, but I'll also kill any of them trying to destroy it. I am impressed. Vignar isn't messing around. This was the right sort of man to be in charge. How long did this take them? We've only been gone for like a month. The Stormcloaks are looking better and better to rule Skyrim. At least they take the safety of their cities seriously. Then again, it was them that helped destroy these walls. Damn, this looks good.
By the 9, those are some big walls. They've done some work since we were last here. How long's it been? Like a month? That's some impressive work.
By the 9? Do you believe in Talos? Must say, that's the most surprising thing I've heard you say for being a Somerset elf. The world is truly ending.
Yes, I guess you could say being around Ragni enough has made me a believer. And if it makes the Thalmor even angrier that one of their own believes in Talos, then good. Even more of a reason.
Oh, I like that. I'm not a religious man, but I might just take up the worship of Talos to piss those Thalmor bastards off. Though they can take us after all of this, then it will be truly end-of-the-world times for us.
You have no concept of the world's ending, mortal. I stood here in Whiterun when the city burned beneath the Oblivion Crisis. We nearly claimed it. The gates shattered, the walls broken, the air thick with mortal screams. The city was on fire, its defenders torn apart. One final push, and we would have emptied this place of every last beating heart.
Well, you know how to ruin a good moment, Daedra. I want to see you tell children bedtime stories after that.
Don't know what you're talking about, Harbinger. That was an amazing story. I love a story where the Nords are getting slaughtered. Tell me more.
Ignore her. But yes, tell us more. What happened? I wasn't alive during those times. My parents wouldn't even tell me about those times. All I know is that when my parents were children, they sheltered in Alinor, in the Crystal Tower. Even that failed, and we almost got destroyed.
What happened there was no different than what happened here. We stood on the brink of fulfilling our Lord's command. So close we could taste the ending of mortal days. But then, an all-out force struck against us. The gates collapsed, dragging those nearest into the screaming void, and hurling the rest of us across the realm like ash in a storm. In that moment, Dagon had been defeated.
Amazing. What happened to you after all of that?
I am finished entertaining your questions, mortal. The sun bleeds toward the horizon, and if you continue to prattle in my ear, I will peel the skin from your bones myself.
How rude. I'd like to see you try, Nox. It's where you came into Skyrim, and it's where you'll die. I shouldn't be surprised after all. You are only but a Daedra.
Nox is right. The sun is on its way down. Let's get out of this damn rain and around a fire. And let's not anger the Daedra that came to help us. We don't need the extra work. We have dragons and Draugr to worry about. Don't look at me like that. I don't know what its deal is, or even why it's here. Okay, Reachman and Hilda. Let's get inside before the angry Daedra decides to skin us. I don't understand those things. Why are they even here? Why are they helping? I understand the summons and the saints and seducers, but Nox is a weird one. Just walks herself into us, gets locked up, and joins us, for no other reason than she likes this world and doesn't want the dragons to destroy it, even after she just told us she was here to destroy it 200 years back. And she spoke about it with such great pleasure. She doesn't talk much. She did mention she's tried mortal jobs, was even a prostitute at a time. I wonder if Nope. After the way she just spoke to Minerva, Minerva will kill us both if I ask those questions. Damn, Whiterun is looking fine. Ah, should never have left. Would have been the safest place to hunt those dragon words from. The heart of Skyrim. Go in any direction. Then we got stuck in solitude. I got annoyed by bards always trying to get stories out of me. Well, I did make them buy me mead. And then that festival every Frida's. The burning of King Olaf. Being at that felt like a betrayal. I feel like once I walk through those doors, the headsman is going to be waiting for me, and I deserve it. Though I did like that spiced wine. Wasn't half bad for being wine. Looks like Vignar took one of those dragon heads we killed a while back and used it as a decoration. Skyrim's going to have dragon skulls decorating every hall when we're done. Feels like this storm should be letting up, hopefully. If I have to travel all the way into the rift through a damn storm, something is paying for it, dearly. Oh, look at that. Dear Violet, the first woman I spent my night with when I arrived in this city. Well, one of many. The curves on that one. Oh, but nothing compares to that firebrand of an elf. She has a heart to match that body, and a temper to match both. But as my father used to say, nothing good comes easy. Up until a mine collapsed on him. Home sweet home. Ah, it's good to be back. The air. It feels different here. It feels fresh. Feels like I never left this place, but it's been a month since we were here. I remember Ragni and Serana in the inn. I remember being there with Minerva and looking down and laughing at them. How adorably smitten they looked. Minerva put her finger into my side and zapped me because I was making fun of them. But I look back on all that now and... I wish we could just go back. I wish I wasn't in Morthal. Maybe I could have helped that night. Maybe Minerva was right and my body would have been lying beside the shadow. But I think of my death often. And none would be more worthy than to die by my friend's side in the service to Ragni. If I was put here on Nirn to die for her, I would gladly walk right into it. A warrior's life is won by the sword. You live by it and you'll die by it. Or dragon's teeth. Either one will do, I guess. Or I'll get cooked. Ah. There's another lady of my past. Hope young Mila is doing well. We'll have to see her before I leave. Was a good kid. By shore. Don't sneak up on me like that. How does something as big as you walk so quietly? Anyway, I'm going to head to Dragon's Reach and let Vignar know what's happened, so he can send some troops to aid Rorikstead.
Okay, I'm going to head into the potions store and gather some potions and materials for Rorikstead and the journeys to come.
You'll find me in the inn. Now that we're here, I want to have some of that hunting brew. Was always a big fan when we took that from the merchants.
I'll be coming with you, mortal. I will no doubt scare the mortals if they see me out here on my own. I might even have to kill a few more of Whiterun's defenders, like old times, if their guards try anything.
You think something like you walking into the Jarl's Keep is a good idea? Last place something like you belongs. But fine, around me, nothing will happen. So stick close and do not talk to people. Okay, once we're all done, meet up in Jorvaskr. I'll see you there, Minerva. Now, Nox, don't do anything you might naturally do. Just follow me and act like one of those summons. The old Gildergreen. I've heard Freya Vina and someone else who follows us restored this. I would have taken no mind of them back then. Those were more peaceful times. Well, until the war started right here in Whiterun. Then it all snowballed down the Gerals. Civil war, vampires, then damn dragons. I wonder what comes next. Another Daedric invasion? Hopefully I'm still around for that. Hopefully the Divines still have use of me to kill things. I wonder where my afterlife will be. Will it be the Far Shores or Sovngarde? I'm no Nord. But Sigund believes that those who worship Shore will go to Sovngarde, regardless of what race we are. I think I'd prefer Sovngarde. I've always felt more like a Nord than a Redguard. Skyrim has always been my home, even when my family moved back to Hammerfell. Plus, most of my friends here are Nords, and I'd rather be with them in the afterlife. In saying that, I have no idea where Minerva would go. Hopefully she too will end up in Sovngarde. She's way more of a Nord than a High Elf. She loves this land and the people in it. Maybe that's why I love her. She's so different to most of her people. If the Dominion had a queen like her, then most of Tamriel would accept their rule. Now for you, Nox, just don't speak. You've been here for 200 years and your social skills are still dirt. So act like a summon, and if you're talked to, don't call them mortal. Call them by their title. Ah, it's damn good to be back. The celebrations we would have here when the Stormcloaks took over. Vignar might be an old bastard, but he could party like the rest of us. The oldest of the companions, but never joined the circle. I remember when I did, I asked him why he wasn't one of us. His reply was simple. He wanted to be in Sovngarde. He refused the offer, but remained a companion, working until he got too damn old and just stuck around. You know, the guy would have been a savage in his prime. The stories we would always hear. If he joined the circle and became a werewolf, the mad old bastard would have become the 10th Divine. In saying that, there's nobody better to lead Whiterun. He fought in the Great War, led men into battle, and lived through the Companions. This is a man that belongs.
Look at you. Bet you think you're something, huh?
Be careful, old man. You're going to need a few extra guards talking like that.
Boy, even old, I could still teach you a thing or 10.
Probably could, you old bastard. Probably could. How you been, Vignar? Looks like you're keeping busy. Nice work on the renovations.
Show some respect when you speak to Jarl Vignar, the true leader of Whiterun.
Silence, girl. This is the Harbinger of the Companions. A title far greater than being a Jarl. Show some respect.
I don't know, Vignar. Sitting around all day telling people what to do, while getting fat on good food. It does sound like you have the better role.
Ha ha ha. You make it to my age first, boy, then you can sit around all day telling people what to do.
You say my social skills are lacking, yet you speak to one another with open insult. You mortals confuse me.
Hanging around that mage of yours has taught you a few tricks there, Tonraq. I thought you hated magic. And you even let your summon speak. That's surprising.
I've learned a few things about magic. Not how to use it, but I've come to better understand it. This is Nox. She's not a summon. She's She's one of ours, here of her own free will.
You're telling me that you just let a Daedra follow you up here into my keep? You've gone more insane than I have in my old age. If it moves the wrong way, we'll kill it.
Now hold on a second. Let's not start threatening the Daedra. She's one of ours. She was here with the others when those 2 dragons attacked Whiterun last time. She's on our side. She's good. I can vouch for her. An attack on her is an attack on me.
Your word has always been a strong suit of yours, Tonraq. So fine. She'll be allowed to travel throughout my city alone, unhindered. Now, what is it I can do for you? Have you come with news from Rorikstead?
Wait, you know already? We just came from there. The place was attacked by a dragon and its Draugr. We came here to get support for the settlement so we could leave. We're bound for the Rift. We have people there we need to help.
Yes, I already know. My scouts informed me before you arrived. They've been attacking settlements all over Skyrim. Some of our men have even managed to kill those beasts. They've not tried to attack the city, but have tried plenty with the farms in the outskirts. Don't worry, I've already sent off a brigade in defense of Rorikstead.
That's great. That's all we came here to do, was to tell you and get some support so we could leave. This was much easier after dealing with those damn Imperials. Useless, the lot of them.
Yes, we've heard. Heard about what happened in Solitude. I'm sorry to hear about the Dragonborn, but I'm relieved to hear she survived. We take security seriously, unlike the Legion. But I hope to see her one day soon, to spring this trap.
Yeah, we got lucky with that one, but we lost some good people. Anyway, thanks for being of help, Vignar. I'd better be going. Hopefully we'll all be back here soon, ready to do what we need to. Until then, farewell. All right, time to head to Jorvaskr. I hope Tilma's looking after the place. And I hope that Vilkas or Ayla are there. Pretty sure I read a report that Ayla was in the Reach. Might be time to embrace the beast again. I've grown to like sleeping. It will be missed. But there's a good chance if I don't do this, I'll be sleeping forever. Nothing tears apart more than the claws of a were. Like having Daedric blades attached to your fingers. Ah, I'll miss this place. I'm already feeling homesick. Oh well, we'll no doubt be back here soon enough. Ah, damn, it's good to be back. Unbelievable. Not even here for more than an hour, and she just takes my seat. That woman has no shame. You're unbelievable, Minerva. You just walk into my home and take my seat. The absolute set on you.
Oh, right. Well, if it makes you feel any better, next time we're at the college, you can sit in my seat if you want. I'm rather comfortable now.
I can see that. Well, we don't have to head back to Rorikstead right now. Vignar has sent some of his soldiers to Rorikstead, so at least Lyris has support.
No, I wasn't planning on going back. After today, I'm hungry, thirsty, and my feet hurt. I don't want to go backwards in the wet and cold and during the night. Here we will stay.
I agree, though we need to head south past Riverwood to enter the Rift, so we need to get a message back to the others to meet us here tomorrow.
I will head back now and let the others know. I don't have to worry about hunger or sickness, and I can see during the night. I will deliver the message to our forces to meet you both here tomorrow.
That's a good idea. Us mere mortals need our rest. We're only weak little things, after all. Be careful on your way back, and if you're stopped by a patrol of Stormcloaks, don't kill them. Tell them who you're with. But if you see any vigilance, kill them on sight. They're not the friendly sort when it comes to us.
Whoa, settle down there. There's no us. I'm not walking around with a Daedric artifact. That's on you. They've got no issues with me or the Companions.
Do I need to remind you of something that howls at the moons that's associated with a Daedric prince in your group? or that you have a Daedra following you around, or that you fight with, and even lie with, a champion of 3 of the princes. Even by association, you're an enemy to that lot.
Yeah, fair point. Even lying with a Daedric champion is risky with that lot. Bunch of religious fanatics, not my kind of people, or anybody's kind of people. As for you, Nox, try and be careful and don't kill anybody if they stop you, unless they're vigilants. We'll see you here tomorrow. Might be hope for you yet, Daedra. Now, speaking of howling at the moons, looks like Vilkas is here. I'm gonna have a word with him before I settle. Going to need me some of his blood. Yeah, I'm starting to sound like Cecilia. I remember smelling vampires when I was a wolf. Horrible smell they have. They smell like a corpse. It's good to see you again, brother. I don't mean to be rude, but I need you to follow me outside. I have something I need to discuss with you in private. Look, Vilkas, there's something I need from you. I never thought I'd ever ask for this after Kodlak passed. But with times being what they are, well, I might need to embrace that part of me once more. I need your blood. With Ragni out of the fight, and the Draugr and dragons everywhere, I'm gonna need the wolf again. Things are out of control.
You want my blood? It was you who stopped all of that. I was saddened when the news arrived of the Dragonborn. I'm glad she's alive, truly. And what do you mean? What's happened to Mjoll? She's the commander of our forces in the Rift.
Wait, you don't know? A few days ago they were ambushed while out on a job. By Draugr. By a lot of them. One of them made it to us in Solitude. That's where Minerva and I are heading. Into the Rift to help them. But I came here to get some blood. I don't want to become a werewolf again, no. But need outweighs want. Our werewolves are wounded since Morthal's attack, and since I don't have a dragon slayer with me, I'm going to need all the help I can get doing this.
Tonraq, I'm sorry, but I can't. I'm like you, no longer a werewolf. After Farkas was killed by the World Eater, I couldn't sleep. We wanted to cure ourselves of the blood, and with him dying, I didn't want to end up in the hunting grounds. About a month ago, I traveled to Isgrimor's tomb with 2 hags' heads, cleansing myself and Farkas' spirit. I can't help you with the blood, but I can still help you. We are only resting and recruiting before we head off to Eastmarch. Rumors there have been circulation of a great Draugr army. But before I head there, I can help you, brother. Free our people.
You cured yourself too? It's good to hear. Even more so for Farkas. Yeah, it seems these Draugr are popping up everywhere, all over Skyrim. Look, I'm kind of relieved you're cured. Just rash thinking, maybe. But if you're willing to help out with more men, I won't say no. Thank you, brother. It will be good to travel the roads once more like we used to before all of this. It'll be good to have you at my back once more. Now, let's get inside and live the night like it could be our last. I'm looking forward to a few meads and to meeting some of these warriors we've gathered. We went back inside to enjoy the night. No doubt it will be some time before I'm back here in Jorvaskr, and it gave me some time to meet some of the new warriors joining us, and those who have been with us, but whom I've never met. One of our new ones was a woman called Savika. Looks like she had a little Redguard in her family. She looked like she had seen some serious fights. I swear I've seen this one before, but she tells me she was the right-hand woman of a skooma dealer in Morrowind. She tells me he ended up getting killed, and that was a wake-up call for her to do something right. She came back home to Skyrim and wandered around a bit until she saw what was happening and decided to join up and help. We've all done some shady things to put some food in our bellies, but Ragni's words still stand true. It doesn't matter what you've done, but what you can do. She looks like she'll be able to handle herself. There was a brand new recruit that came to join the Companions. Unluckily for him, we now fight dragons. He told us that his great-grandfather was once a member of the Companions. He looks like he can handle himself, but only time will tell. We had a new halfling. Never thought I'd see one so beautiful. An Imperial with ashy skin. She had a Nordic accent, which was strange, but she told us that she grew up here in Skyrim after her mother was exiled from her family back in Cyrodiil for having her. And we had one more halfling. I didn't even notice it until she told us. She was a half Nord who looked like an orc, round ears and no tusks. She tells us her father is the Jarl's blacksmith in Markarth. She joined up to save her home. You don't see many halflings to the elven races. Normally they're beggars or shunned by everyone. I'm glad to see them getting into the fight, showing Skyrim and Tamriel what they're made of. I often think, if Minerva and I had a child, how would they be treated? Ah, damn it. Now I'm getting too sentimental. Then we had Brynhilda. She was a fine warrior. I've seen her in action while we were in Hafengar. A quiet one she is, but they're normally the most dangerous. Minerva was striking up a conversation with some orc spell knight. She's always fascinated with those who use magic, even more so if they belong to a people that normally shun it and think it weak. She's part of some knightly order that guards the Crypt of the Heart, that protects souls against corruption or something. She left her order because she thought the dragons were a far greater problem, and she's right. If they protect souls, then having them eaten by a dragon should warrant their attention. Then there was Ilya. It's always good to see her. I never actually had any relationship with her. She was kind of like Lyris to me, but smaller. And I will admit, I'm starting to like seeing more high elves help out. If only more of them were like Minerva, then people might want them to lead. But it was late, and we were both tired from the long journey, and it felt like a calling being able to lay down in my own bed again. For I don't know if I'll be alive tomorrow night, or if I'll ever be back here. But while I am, I shall cherish this moment. But let's be honest, we were both tired, but not tired enough to go to sleep straight away. This place was the first place I'd ever spent with Minerva, and it won't be the last. As us companions like to say, live every night like it could be your last. And if this is my last night, I had a damn good one. With somebody I loved.
Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed this little story continuing both Minerva and Tonraq's journey into the Rift. Keep it kind of short. I wanted to get into the Rift in this episode, but there's only so much time that I think a story deserves before it becomes too long and dragged out and things like that. But I certainly hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, let me know in the comments, because this will help boost the video to people that might be interested in stories like this for Skyrim. And if you didn't like it, you're still here, congratulations. If you didn't like it and you're still here, let me know what kind of things you didn't like. You know, is it characters, is it the story, is it whatever the hell, I'll listen to it. But other than that, I will do a background video like I normally do. They'll come out an hour after this, so I hope you guys enjoy that if you like the whole what goes through my brain making this stuff. Other than that, there's always more to come, and the story will go on, and I hope you guys have at least enjoyed this one, and I will catch you in another video. Look after yourselves.